Hey everyone, it's Elle Hayes. Welcome back to my channel. I wear black a lot, and I'm only realizing this because I had time today to film multiple videos, and I wore different shirts for each of them because I don't want it to seem like I recorded them the same day. And I wore two black shirts, and it cuts off most of it, so you don't know that they're even different. Ridiculous. Anyway, sorry about that. As promised, we are doing In Geek this week because I know you've all missed it. And without further ado, let's get into the video. This is going to be a very game-heavy In Geek this week. That's in part because I've been very addicted to playing games, especially since I took the month off for focusing on EP recording, so I didn't stream as much, and I've actually spent time just enjoying games offline, and I think that's helped a lot. But that's why it's going to be a game-heavy one, so forgive me for that. We're going to start off with the game We Went Back.
Why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago fly the Atlantic? We choose to go to the moon.
So this is a free game on Steam. Shout out to my friend Mr. Cheez-It on Twitch for the heads up on this game. We actually were so stoked to play it that we played it together on a Discord call, and it was great. This is a very Alien Isolation feel game. It is also a very short game, played within about 30 minutes. We were both shocked it was free though, and I know that sounds crazy for a game being that short, but it was done so well. We really were stressed and nervous the entire game. There were kind of puzzles to do. Nothing puzzle heavy because I'm gonna be honest, I'm the worst when it comes to puzzle games. I'd like to be good at them and I just somehow end up always not being good at them. But wow, both of us walked away from that game thinking, holy hell, those were 30 minutes well spent. I just want to point out that this is a first-person game because I specifically get motion sickness with first-person games, but this one did not give me that problem, so we like that. You can play with a controller, although I did find some issues with certain aspects of the game that you do need to use a keyboard, but it's very momentarily. So nothing ridiculous, but it was a nice, creepy, scary game. The next game I'm super addicted to right now is Divinity Original Sin II. I've been playing this on my Twitch channel with my friend Beta, aka Nerds Alive channel. Go check it out. I'm just gonna shout out all my friends today, you know, why not?
Stop it.
Save before I kill him.
You're gonna make the whole town.
I know, that's why I just saved. Let's see what happens.
Alright, I saved.
I need to know. Oh no! Okay, maybe go back.
The entire town.
Yeah, just go back. That's why we do what we do.
But that game, oh my goodness. If you are looking for a D&D feel game, Divinity Original Sin 2 is where it's at. I haven't gotten to play D&D for a while. I did thankfully have a one-shot actually last week, but in general, D&D is not as much part of my life as it was before, and this is giving me everything that I've been missing. It is a game that is very much based on D&D, so you are getting to choose your class, your race, with all the benefits that comes with those decisions. You are getting to choose exactly how you want to make your character. You can give them their own flaws, their backstories. It is so immersive, and I feel like my character. I am playing a lizard, and yes. Is an Argonian in this? I don't think that is. That's gotta be just Skyrim, right? I just wanted to mention that I super am loving this game. I can't get enough of it. It's one of the few games that has captured my attention so well that I can play it for hours and hours on end. And if I didn't have other things to do during the day, I would just keep playing that. It's honestly insane. I also love that we are still in the way beginning. We've maybe put 8 to 12 hours in the game. We're still in the way beginning. And the options are so endless. Just being able to decide how you're getting off the island that we're on right now, you have a variety of choices. And I like that so many of the things you do will impact the game later on. It just really feels like everything has a purpose and a reason, and those are the things I like in my games. This might become my favorite game that I've ever played. I'm enjoying it that much. The next game I want to mention, I also want to do a shout out to the devs, because I got this game off Keymailer, so I didn't pay for it. The devs let me play it for free to review it, so I just wanted to give that disclaimer on top of this. So the game Calico.
Yeah, I am changing my set. Hello, is this the cat I just had? No, you have what? Be my best friend, come back! I agree to an extent, Voodoo, but like they're growing on me. Yeah, she does run like that. You're gonna go live at my cafe, okay? Go to the cafe. Go be my best buddy at the cafe. You fucking cutie. Okay, sorry. Are you a witch?
Wow, was it not a game I ever anticipated being for me. You are pretty much the cat lady who has opened a cafe or taken over your family member's cafe, your aunt's cafe I think it was, and becoming a part of this community. They do have a couple of bugs. I will give a huge warning. Don't sit in your desk chair for some reason in the bedroom of your house, because it is the only bug I encountered that almost made it that I had to start over, because I couldn't figure out initially how to leave, but there's a teleportation aspect to the game, and that made it so I wasn't stuck anymore. But I couldn't just get up from the chair, so don't do that. Don't sit in your chair. You can have giant cats to ride. You can have mini horses. You can turn things into griffins. You get to decide if you want spooky attire, cute attire, rat attire, basic. It's so interesting because I've been described as liking spooky aesthetic, and I might even say that myself based upon the games I keep reviewing, but I didn't know how much cute things really grabbed me. And the number of times I said, oh my god, this is the most adorable thing in the world, how does the game keep coming up with more ways to be stupid cute? It somehow does. Every time you think you've gotten to the peak of cuteness in the game, it beats itself. I recommend. They also have pronouns for all of the characters in the game. Super fucking love that. So, killing it, Calico. I'm a fan. Next game, I'm not giving a proper review on. I wanted to do the best I can to review the game despite only getting to play a very short amount, and I will explain why. So the game Dismantled, I also was given from Keymailer by the devs, so I wanted to do that as well before giving this review and disclaimer. Dismantled is first person. It very much feels like old school Doom. I just want to give the heads up that if you have motion sickness with games, especially first person games like I do, this game pretty much became unplayable for me, which was really unfortunate because I liked the entire feel of the game. Everything I read up on the game looked really spooky and creepy. You start off in what feels like a very Saw encounter where you're told you have to complete something or an injury is going to happen to your body. Spoiler alert, I sucked at it and lost multiple appendages. Which I thought was so cool though and dope, and I was loving it, and I was like, I'm stressed out. And that was already right in the beginning of the game. But I just wanted to point out that I'm bummed that I couldn't play more of the game. I think it sounds like such a good game, and the parts that I did get through were a lot of fun and I liked, and I wanted to play more so badly, and I hate to have to say that I can't touch the game anymore. It made me have to cancel stream because of how sick I got. But if anyone here doesn't get motion sickness with first person player, please play the game and tell me about it, please. I want to know. I see it, I can't play it. We're gonna move on to something entirely random. It is not a category I've done before, but it's just a weird thing that I got this month. Words, I can do them. I've gotten really into stress relieving items. I bought myself a bunch of Squishies that I really liked. I had friends also get me Squishies that were really great. Different though, I got myself like the tiny little rubber animal Squishies. Let me actually show you those. Why am I acting like I can't just show them? It's hard because I don't have autofocus on, buddy. Oh. You see what I mean. Little bunny boy. I got a bag of those. Downside to it, they smell very chemically, so I don't know that I'd recommend this particular brand, but I know tons of people who have that don't have the chemical smell I'm running into. I also was given this by a friend. You can get this on Amazon, actually. Milkshake. It's a slow rise, but a little firmer than what I prefer in Squishies, but I super like it, and it's holding together very well, and it's cute, so, you know, I love that. My favorite of my Squishies is this bread one that a friend of mine got me. My only frustration is clearly I'm playing with it so often that it's starting to tear off in a couple places, which is bumming me out. Also, it smells delicious. It smells like bread, and as someone who is gluten-free and cannot have normal bread, it smells great. It's why they put do not eat on all the disclosures. But the one that I got this month that I'm most excited about was this crunchy slime that my friend got me from Slime Bardo and Company. I want to make sure I give them a proper. I'll put their thing in the description, but oh my goodness. It's got like little crunchy flakes in it. And it's just, oh, it's so relaxing. I've been getting really into like ASMR stuff too, and I think I'll do a thing on that shortly. The next thing I want to move into, so away from the Squishies, onto my new piece of equipment for this month. I'm still filming off my EOS M50 DSLR camera for all YouTube videos because it's great quality, really happy with it. It has not disappointed me in the slightest for video recording. However, it has continuously disappointed me for streams. And because of that, I couldn't put up with it anymore. So we got this beauty, this camcorder. I'm really just so happy with this. It is the Vixia HFR 800 HD. It's by Canon. Does it show you that it's Canon? It's Canon. And I got it with the rechargeable battery so that I can also just directly plug it in and it stays fine for my entire stream. So this is now what I'm streaming off of. The DSLR hates me and doesn't want to function for me anymore. But that has not run into any issues thus far. Big shout out though to my community because that was funded via Ko-fi. So I did not pay for this out of my own pocket, and I want to give a huge thank you to the community because that was super fucking nice, and I've really enjoyed this piece of gear. Next part of this, we're going to talk about two
hobbits. Two of them. Not three, not one, two.
Shows that I watched that I, oh my god, recommend. One is going to be something I'm super late to, and the second one's going to be more recent, so I don't feel as bad about my quote-unquote lateness. This one's the Ouran High School Host Club.
This place has 4 library rooms. You'd think one of them would be quiet.
Welcome. Welcome, poor man, to our world of beauty.
I really like this show thus far. I've been really impressed with the main character and how they constantly are blowing my mind. I think that they still go by she, but I'm not far enough in the series to claim that I know how this person identifies, so if I am misgendering them, I apologize, please correct me. I remember when I was young and was very hypersexualized and how I became a person who hates that and like is dressing in baggy clothing and everything. And they remind me of myself as well because it seems that they used to get a bunch of attention from boys and then they got sick of that, started dressing more androgynous or with baggy clothing, however you want to call the dress code change. But I've really liked that they don't put up with anyone's shit and they say it like it is. The next thing that I got really into is the Promised Neverland. Holy shit, did I not expect to get so into an anime the way I got into the Promised Neverland.
ハウスは親がいない子供たちが住むところ。
エマはハウスが好き？
ハウスもママも大好き。
母と慕う彼女は親ではない。共に暮らす彼らは兄弟ではない。
全然届かないよね。手紙。ハウスを出て行って誰一人よこさないじゃない。私書くね。手紙いっぱい書く。でもたった一つの事実が現実。
You start out just kind of figuring out the world that we're in and what's going on, and everyone's really excited when they finally get adopted and they don't really understand why they never hear from the kids that have left already. I loved this because it had the right amount of spooky factor that I didn't even know it was going to have. Schemes and ways to work around the authority figures that, let's just say, are a little morally corrupt. Just blown away. I was blown away by this anime. I cannot say any more positive things about it. I just think the entire thing was done perfectly. I want to also point out, so the orphanage they're living in is supposed to be almost this heaven-like place to live. Nothing goes wrong. They are fed the best food, kept in the best conditions, taken care of by someone they call mom. It really gets you hooked into thinking this whole place is positive, and you are kind of sucker punched in the gut. Just keep that in mind. And with that, we're going to wrap up in Geek this week. I know this was kind of all over the place. Typically is all over the place, isn't it? It's just me rambling for like a bunch of minutes and you all put up with it, which I appreciate. If you really liked this video though, I hope you leave a comment. Tell me about the things you've experienced this month in the geeky world and what you recommend that I check out that I haven't, because there's a lot for me to get through. I have a running list of things to watch, things to play, things to buy. It's never ending, so please let me know. And I'll see you on the next video. If you like what you saw here, click all of these videos. You'll like them for kind of sure. Yeah, you'll like them. It's fine. You'll like them. I'm sure of it.